I think what often surprises students when they arrive is the level of individualised support that they have throughout their MSc in Health and International Development.
You get assigned a mentor at the beginning of the term, and the job of the mentor is really to support you along your journey at the LSE.
And you meet with them at the start just to find out their background, and they also find out your background. I found it very useful in terms of understanding the course structure, how to make the most of my time at LSE.
So we really learn about what they want to achieve in their future careers, and we help them to achieve this by giving them the guidance and training for their dissertations, which help them to focus their research into a specific set of skills.
In the department, we have an open door policy, which means that a student can equally go and talk to a world-leading expert on information communication technology and health, or an expert on the political economy of international development.
The way that I've made use of the open door policy is if I have a question about my dissertation or class, I go on the LSE website and see which professor kind of aligns with what I want to work on. And you can email them, or you could also just book on Student Hub.
Once they're in a meeting with you, they're there and they snap in, what's the problem? Okay, here's what we can do about that, da 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 da, and then they can go off and do the 1,000 other things they have to do that day. So it's pretty impressive.
I love the professors here at LSE, and they're highly intelligent, down to earth, super experienced, but at the same time they're so keen to see you succeed. And if you demonstrate even a slither of enthusiasm, they will repay that 1,000-fold.
The Careers Hub has been a very useful resource for me at LSE. There was a Health and International Development specific careers fair where we were able to meet companies across the industry, and this was really useful in terms of networking and keeping in the loop for any job opportunities.
And what's brilliant is the way our students are able to access the LSE Careers Service for up to 5 years after they've graduated.
The Career Center at LSE is extremely resourceful. I really took the most out of it. I took all the workshops available, Excel, PowerPoint, and as a matter of fact, I got my job through the Career Center.
The cohort is a really important part of the programme, and those students get to interact with each other on a daily basis. And then we also help students through various social networking events to really form those bonds to take out into the world beyond the LSE.
First one that springs to mind is Cumberland Lodge. So it was a residential trip that we took together where we were able to get to know each other because it was the beginning of the course, but we also had guest speakers come in to talk about topics relevant to our programme, and it was really useful to kind of talk about those topics over dinner, and that was a good way to start building those connections.
I'm immensely proud of the students that I've mentored. I love to hear from them when they graduate and go on into their careers, and it gives me a huge sense of satisfaction to see how their ideas, which they developed at the LSE, then become really part of the sector.